What up, guys? Welcome to the video. So this is us warming up today for our speed upper. We're coming in and working on everything speed. So here you see me doing my warm-up. I did some push-ups, some stretching, and I'm making sure I do some banded movements. So I'm just going to talk along to the video as well as explain the methods for each thing while I try to catch up. So with this, the best thing is that I have a teammate and we're going I go, you go. I had to change my weight so much. Good thing I'm not working with someone that has a 60-pound difference. The point is to use the bands so that it's harder to press up, but you're still working on speed, so you're forcing yourself to work harder against gravity, and you do that for 8 sets of 3 at a 45% of your 1 rep max. Then we just do one set. We're both working our hardest on our top set, so we're coming in both working on our 8 reps right now. And from the last week before, we're seeing just making 5-pound jumps, and if we can't make that, then we have a system to follow in which we continue to progress in weight. On the ground now, we're hitting some triceps. We're hitting a complex here. These are dumbbell rollbacks. We're doing this in a complex along with 2 other exercises we'll see in a second. This we're doing 3 sets of, and I go for 15 reps. Then we have a half kneeling shoulder press. I'm doing 1 arm at a time, and I chose a weight for a challenging 12. Hitting both sides. I don't know if you noticed, but yes, I do have a Flash shirt because it is Superhero Saturdays. This we're also working speed. I thought Flash was very fitting, and that we had Super Dad there. And along with the complex for 3 sets, we did the pendulum rows for a heavy 8. However, I missed that, and I was actually doing 3 sets of 15. Alright, so I have the light weights, but it was because I walked over to see what we were doing, and of course it was something bizarre from Coach Daniel. We were doing 1 set of 100 dumbbell shrugs. You can tell that I was missing it on a couple reps, but I actually was trying to make sure I pull my shoulders back and up as much as possible on some that I had skipped. And of course, kitty of the day. Now these are called banded standing crunches. Now as you can see, you can go straight forward into a crunch, but I wanted to hit the obliques as well, so that's why I'm crunching out to the side. Also, shout out to Coach Daniel coming over to say hi. This was in a set of 3 to 30 reps. Now as a burnout for myself, I also wanted to do some knee raises, so I just did 2 sets to failure on my knee raises here. I hope that's a little informative of what I did on last Saturday, and if it gives you a great idea for a push workout, go ahead and try that out. Whew. Oh, so I just got home. I really caught a message today that I feel like I needed to talk. I feel like I needed to talk about this. Is that I do believe that there are winners and losers. There are. I think everyone is born worthless, but with so full of potential. If you don't put it to use, then that's your fault. You can't blame the world. You can't blame the world for the things that happen to you. You have to own it. You have to own your actions. You have to own your incidents. I don't know. I feel like I've drifted away from several friends that don't accept that, and that's okay. It's not like I cut them out of my life. You just can't thrive with that being in your inner circle. So watch what's in your inner circle. I don't know. This might be a message to you that you need it. I don't know, I just feel like I had to put this in here today. And I don't know, this is kind of, once again, this is just journaling for me. And I know I'm gonna watch this as I edit it, so it's just a reminder to keep it on the brain. But I'm about to shower. I just got home from the gym, so I'm about to shower. And I know I'm going over to Mellow Mushroom. Jesus, it's bright. I gotta work on my tan. I'll fucking look like a ghost. Alright, so I'm a little bit behind today, because I kind of just got caught up in work. I was watching videos. I got caught up in watching videos, and now I'm late for the gym. So I'm still finishing my protein shake. I'm just gonna dry scoop today. Because I gotta go like in 30 seconds. Not bad. I thought it was gonna be weird. It tastes like a blueberry milkshake. Alright, so we made it to the gym, and I figured since this pre-workout's hitting me, I'm energetic, I'm still thinking a lot, and I told you I was late to the gym, so I'm gonna wait on the next class that's gonna start in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna sit here for a second and talk about the subject of this video! Plateaus! Plateaus? Toes? Plats? What the frick is a plateau? If you can imagine, so this is the feeling of pre-workout hitting me and me sitting here not moving. So a plateau is when your progression stops. If you're going up or going down in weight, progressing in strength, when your progression stops. So if I can start adding 5 pounds to my bench press every week, that'd be freaking awesome if I could continue to hit 8 reps with, say, if I started at 150 and 7 weeks later I've added 5 pounds every single week. That's just not realistic. There's a point in which your strength starts to plateau, so it levels off. When you're a beginner in the gym, it's honestly, you can pretty much do any work and make progress. That's just keeping it simple. There's definitely things you could do to injure yourself if you're not working out correctly, if you're doing it the wrong way. But in general, if you jump on some machines, you're doing some push-ups every day, whatever it is, you'll make progress because your body's not used to moving at all that much. So you make that quick progress, and then you'll hit your first plateau. And right now, the struggle is that I'm in my plateau going up in weight finally. It's exciting though. So plateaus are great. So they show you where you're breaking a barrier, where you're hitting a wall in progress. So for me, as you saw in my last weigh-in, I hit 169, and I'm bouncing between 169 and 171. And this morning I weighed in at 174. I know why. It's because what I ate all last night. My weight's kind of based on the consumption from last night and what I'm holding on to. So my weight's going to go like this, but I'm looking at the average over the whole week. If my average from week to week slows down, that's the biggest thing I'd pay attention to. So for me, I'm going up. I'm trying to go a half, preferably aiming towards the half to, honestly, like a half to 3/4 of a pound rather than a pound every single week. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. Because you don't want to go up in weight too fast. That's where you start to gain too much fat. The ratio you should pay attention, guesstimated ratio that you want to aim for is that realistically you're going to be adding a pound each week, but for every pound you're gaining about half a pound of muscle with a half a pound of fat over a month. I'm saying over a month because if you were to gain a pound, it takes about 3 to 5 weeks to gain 1 pound of muscle. It's a lot denser, it takes a lot longer to build. So as I'm going up in weight, I'm trying to stay consistent on building very slowly, still going up, and really paying attention to when I don't, because it means I'm not taking in enough. Because with the workout regimen I have, I want to stay athletic. I need to pay attention. I'm marking down every day I do cardio, intense cardio, because that is sessions that could be holding me back that I may alleviate deeper in this bulk. So plateaus, however, applying to say much more obvious when you're going down in weight. When you're coming down, you still don't want to lose too fast. You want to be going about a pound to 2 per week. I would say you should aim to lose about 10% of your body weight each week. Say if that was me right now, 170, so 1.7 pounds per week. But that levels off deeper into your cut as well. So when you get deeper, I might lose 1.7 pounds the first couple weeks, first 2-4 weeks, and then when I start to level off, I still want to aim for about half to 1 pound a week that I'm losing. However, side note is that I wouldn't recommend coming down in weight, like where we all think we're gonna come down in weight. If you're trying to come down to a shredded 6-pack, guys and gals, honestly, when you go into an intense cut, you want to have about 20, 25 pounds, 30 pounds to lose. Yes. For those very serious about competitive cutting, or just starting from wherever your starting point is, like me, I would consider myself not obese, right? Right now, I'm actually leveling off into probably like the lean / average body fat range. It's going to be about, average for guys is going to be about 15 to 25% body fat. If you're in there and you want to come to the 8 to 12% body fat where you're shredded, or lower if you're competitive, you want to start at where you have more to lose, just because you don't want to lose that rapidly. You want to be aiming for fat loss, right? You don't want to be aiming for weight loss. Anyways, I'll talk about that in a different video. However, with plateaus, it's just paying attention, man. You need to track. Tracking is so important for when you hit your first, second, third plateaus, that you know what to adjust so you can keep going. So for me, I hit this plateau, but I know I haven't been tracking. I've kind of just been loose, paying attention to making sure I get in a good amount of protein, a lot of carbs, and not really caring about my fats. So that's where I'm at, and I'm starting to track more so that way I can tell where I'm at overall calorie intake wise, to adjust and make sure I'm like, hey, I'm gonna add this much, and once I start moving again, I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna just be like, okay, say if I'm taking in 2,800 calories, I'm gonna start taking in 3,500. That's too big of a jump, because you don't know. That's where you can easily jump to gaining fat more rapidly. I would say make adjustments of 200 to 300 if you're aiming to gain. If you're aiming to maintenance and you want to just slowly increase your calorie intake, just increase by 100 to 150. Start with that, man. And women, bulking isn't just for dudes. It's for guys and gals. It's gals. Anyways, so my plateau is coming to a destruction because I'm at 174. I anticipate myself leveling out around 172, 173 in the next week. My goal, since I've started, I'm towards the 2.5 week in mark, and so I should be, my expected weight is to be at 172, 173. So I'm doing pretty well. 174 is heavy. I know I'm probably holding on to stuff right now. The main point right now is that continue tracking, guys. You'll break those plateaus. If you're a hard gainer or if you're a hard loser, if you hold on to weight easier, it's just the caloric deficit or the caloric surplus, guys. That's all it comes down to. However, I'm not going to say if you're trying to come down on weight, pay attention to what you're eating, because the hard part is not working out, guys. The hard part is the diet. Yep, I think that's all I have to say right now. That's Plateaus. I'm going to go rip my butt open. I'm gonna go squat really heavy. Bye.